Hey everybody, it's me, Marquita, and it's
I'm
Dad,
Gary.
and the girls are back there asleep, and we're sitting in our parking lot. That's why they're not buckled. And I was coming here, just, talking about the subject of what's always being said. Are you gonna say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my ideal, and it's not even, let me see, how much I use it. Got 51%. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna put this up here so I don't have to hold it. Okay, my ideal, and everybody knows I'm not a tit for, or if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a tit for tat person. Like, you do something to me, that don't mean that I'm gonna do something to you. I believe in God, and I believe that He will get you. You will get your just due. I believe in that. So I don't need to get you. God will get you. I believe that. But, and there is a but, my thought was, could people not just have a Scrooge moment? Because at first I said, and me and Gary, we talked about this, and I said, hold on, this would be a good discussion, because I think people would want to hear. And I want everybody's opinion. Please leave it, good or bad. Leave your opinion. I really do want to know. And my thought was, at first I said, just one day, one full day in somebody's shoe that they discriminate against. But then I said, and then that's when I came up with Scrooge. I'm like, you know what? No, not even one full day. Let it be like Scrooge. And let all what they say literally come back and bite them. Then that's when the thought popped in my head. Let every discriminating negative things that they have done and said maliciously against and to somebody for any reason, because they're poor, because of their color, because of their religion, for whatever, for sexuality, whatever it is, let that be a little bulldog head instead of chains. A little bulldog head. Like I said, it literally comes back and bites them. And so they have to have a Scrooge moment that they could choose to get bit. And the worse the crime, the harder the bite. It could just be a little nip, or it could be a chunk. Depends. But here's the thing. Whatever they choose, either they could go through it and let that discrimination happen to them the way that they did to them, to that person, or they can get bit. Let their karma, let what they did come back and bite them. And whatever, and if they choose to get bit because they don't want to go through that discrimination, for an example, let's just say that they discriminated against, I'll use black just because it's obvious skin. Okay, say that they Starbucks, because you know they're in the news all the time, that they wouldn't serve me because I was black. This didn't happen. Starbucks never did this to me. I'm just saying. And they did that to me. Well, now that person that didn't serve me, even if she was doing it from her boss's orders, her boss would get the biggest bite, but she would get a nip of the bite. And if she chooses to take the bite, she will get a nip. That nip will be with her. It ain't like, oh, it's a nip, it goes away, boom. Nope. So if they choose to get a big chunk bit out of them, the big chunk will heal, but that big chunk is still missing from them physically. What do you think?
Yeah. I do it. If I didn't teach them a lesson, nothing would.
Yeah, and then people be like, oh, your leg's missing. What happened? And what are you going to tell them? Oh, I was in the army. You a lie. Your tongue going to fall out. Your tongue cannot even form that lie. I'm just saying, you have to tell the truth. I made fun, or I discriminated, or I did this to somebody that didn't have a leg. And instead of me having to live a couple of hours a day or a week with no leg, just to know how that felt and how people view me and how people treated me, I chose to get a dog bite because I couldn't stand it. I could not stand not having a leg, you know? And so they chose the bite. They chose the karma bite. And now they, for the rest of their life, still don't have that leg. So in the end, they still got punished. Or they got a big chunk out of their leg. I am warped. I know it. I know it. You don't have to tell me. I know I am. But I think. And another thing, why I got you here, because I wanted to make this video. And I didn't know how to make it. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to start it. Because I didn't want it to be a little short video. I wanted to put it in with something. But I didn't. Okay. This is me. I'm a conspiracy theory in my head. I believe in the Bible from 1000% of my soul. And y'all know how I always say that the Antichrist is here. I always say the Antichrist is Trump. I say it's Kushner. I say it's Pence. Gary came up with the notion, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Because if there's three, why, the Antichrist, he thinks that he is it. He might want three. So then that's when we came up with Kushner, Pence, and Trump. But then, something dawned on Gary. And I'm mad that it didn't dawn on me. I am lightweight jealous. Because if y'all know how my mind works, y'all be like, why didn't you think about that first? Like, you think about almost everything. Not even one time did that thought even pop in my head. And Gary, he's good. You want to tell him? I'll let you have the honors to tell him, since it was your thing. And I'm mad because...
You're not mad. You disagree.
I said I agree with you.
Anyway, mine wasn't.
I said I agree with you, Gary.
You agreed with me.
Oh, I thought you said I disagree. I was like, I didn't.
Yeah, man, you agree with me.
All right, go ahead.
Anyway,
Well, I didn't think of it first.
my theory was that
I didn't think
it
of
could be
first.
barren. Because like the Omen.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's seen any of them pictures of him, any picture you see of him, he has this
He's dead behind the eyes.
dead look on his face.
And
he just doesn't look normal.
And the reason why I said I'm mad is because we kept saying Kushner, Kushner, Kushner. But then it made sense. Because if you think about the Omen, he was a kid. If you ever seen the movie, that's my mama's favorite movie. That's the only reason why I know about it. I don't like the movie. My mama loves it. It's one of her favorite movies, I should say. She likes scary movies. But he's a kid in the White House, and his mama or parent is a dog. It's a jackal that lives in the White House with them. Kushner is taking care of Barron in the White House. Boom. Mic drop.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
You could even be Melania.
And they think, see, and that's why he is the man. That's why, because I didn't even think about it.
Nobody knows that much about Melania. And whatever, and she strongly influences Trump. So I think she's the mother of the Antichrist.
She's the jackal.
Very possible.
Let me think. Well, no, because she smiles. She don't look dead behind the eyes. He looks dead behind the eyes.
They didn't say that the mother was evil.
I heard
It's
she
just
was.
her reputation. She is
She's a dog.
she's a bitch.
Oh, well, Melania's a bitch.
See? That's what I'm saying.
If we're talking about, I don't care, do you? Yeah, I care that them kids are not being taken care of. Yes, I do care. Melania.
Because if she was anything decent, then her first thought would be, okay, well, what if it was my son being treated that way? Not, I don't care. Do you? That don't make sense.
And she was talking about, I was talking about the jacket. Nobody said nothing about the jacket until you wrote on the back of it. That's the first time we seen your jacket.
Yeah.
So no, you weren't talking about the jacket, Melania Trump. And what Barron supposed to be a time traveler.
Yep.
He's Antichrist. I'll probably be dead. This car probably blow up. Just let my kids live. Jesus probably please watch over them. Take them if this car decides to start ticking and blowing up. I said it. But what do y'all think about the karma, though? The first story. The first thing. I think and what brought that up was the 72 hours of ranting and raving and the 30 plus tweets of Big Baby talking about being racist, and then people was like, oh, it's not racist because he attacks everybody. But does he?
And they're trying to emphasize that you can't call a president a racist.
I call him racist to his face. You couldn't tell me what to say. You might say that you can.
And they're based it on an old law that's way out of date. Back when Jackson was president.
Andrew, that is.
Andrew Jackson. And he is
Andrew had kids.
long since been dead. And that was back before the Civil Rights Movement.
And that's before slavery was done.
Yeah, there was still slavery at that time. So as soon as slavery ended, then that law ended. It's dead. So that law does not apply.
And then them talking about,
And them
you can't
arrest
a
a sitting president. That's
Why
full of
not?
crap.
Chuck the deuces. He's out of that.
Because there's only two choices in the matter. I wouldn't do it because I'm a Christian. I don't believe in doing it. There's only two things. You either prosecute him or you shoot him. That's the only two options you have.
Behind the kneecap.
Yeah, not necessarily to kill.
Not to kill, just behind the kneecap. And have him not have health care.
I'm not calling for nobody to shoot.
No, I do not want nobody to hurt nobody.
No, there's no reason for that.
I just want somebody.
Our governing body in this country needs to step up, swallow their pride, and do what needs to be done.
My thing is, I want somebody to be able to have the power to make all these people that are against health care for all, to make these people
have to live without insurance.
That has to live with insurance for a year.
No insurance.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting at. Shoot him behind the kneecap. He don't have insurance. We know he's poor because he lied. He borrowed against money he don't have, against assets he don't have. He put in stank on his name instead of respect on his name. So, all these people that are against health care for all, they need to live without health care for 1 year in Flint, Michigan. They have to drink the water. And then have to vacation in California during the wildfire season.
And earthquakes.
Hold on. Then they have to go on over to Puerto Rico during hurricane season. And down there to Hawaii during volcano season. Yeah, I know there's not a volcano season. Yeah. But as soon as they say, oh, there's an active volcano, boom. That's where y'all gotta go.
And your lodging's on the face of it.
Mm-hmm. We don't want to burn you. We just want you to feel the heat. We don't want to kill you. We don't want you to hurt. But we want you to feel the heat of the volcano lava. We want you to feel the heat. And think that your house and your hotel is going to catch on fire in California.
And then
we want you to get sick in Flint, Michigan by drinking the water.
And then you can physically feel like you are in hell.
Mm-hmm.
Have a premonition of what's going to be like in your future if you don't start changing now.
Then go on over to Puerto Rico, live with no power, in the middle of the ocean. They don't have no connection to the United States, and they are U.S. citizens, and they are treated horrible. So that's what they need to do. All of them. And there's probably some more, but to me right now, that's the one.
Once you leave Hawaii, all that heat, we'll let you cool down. We're going to send you to the tip of Alaska where it's freezing with no coat. And shorts and short sleeves. That's all you got to live in.
No.
That'll cool you down.
Send them on up to the North Pole, and a full head to toe ski suit. I'm talking about like the Yeti of the Yeti ski suits, because it's 78 degrees. It's 70 degrees at the North Pole. It ain't supposed to be cold, bro. Santa Claus is not supposed to be getting hot. That's why he comes at Christmas in the wintertime, when it's hot. When it's cold, not when it's hot. He can't handle. Santa Claus has lupus. Is that lupus? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember.
I know it's sickle cell disease because you're freeze all the time.
Yeah, but I'm the opposite from all the other ones.
That's what I'm saying, though. He lives in the cold because he's hot all the time. He feels hot, so he lives in the cold, and he's happy with the cold. That's why he likes the cold.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to say lupus. I was trying to think of. I think lupus can't handle the cold. I'm thinking that's what it is. Please educate me, guys.
Different ones.
I know they can't handle one temperature. But the point of it is, it ain't supposed to be 70 degrees at the North Pole. That ain't supposed to happen.
Nope.
But this is running along, guys. I just wanted to let y'all know about my Scrooge karma story, what I thought. I just want to know what y'all thought, if y'all made it this far. Anyways, I'm gonna wake the girls up, take them on in the house. But y'all have a blessed day.